My pastor's wife shared something recently. She said her son would always ask the opinion of the younger brother. Do you like this? And that one will just give one sarcastic response. And that response will touch him to the core. And she had to change it and say, you are not doing this for anybody. You're doing it for yourself. And she said there was a day a scenario played out and the boy responded, the words she had been putting into his soul. And she said she felt so proud. I'm a proud mom indeed. And this is how it should be. Hello everyone. Welcome to Mockshell, a place of refuge, a safe haven. My name is Adeyemi Esther, and if you have been following our series on identity, you deserve to be celebrated. Thank you so much. God bless you. Today we'll be wrapping up on the series Identity, and the next stage is generativity versus stagnation. This is between the age of 40 to 65, where the core question in the heart of man is, can my life count? What will I do to the younger generation? What value will I give? And in this stage is where the virtue gotten when managed properly is care. Many adults at this stage are all out to ensure that they give back to the society. You are not just pushing to see yourself progress in life, but rather you are focused on helping the younger generation. You are focused on creating value to other people in the society. You are conscious of making your life meaningful, and life is not about living, but how much life you impact on a daily basis. This period of one's life is where you create and nurture things that will last forever. You are concerned about seeing that young child in the street becoming better. You are concerned about seeing those persons who are already walking through the path where you made mistakes, and you are all out to correct and ensure that they don't fall into the same mistake you made in the past. This is the season whereby you put attention into parenting and mentoring. You invest in younger generation. You are intentional to see the younger generation thrive, flourish, and become better. More like you make your shoulder a place for them to climb on to see further. This season, every young adult that manages it well, they live a life without regrets. They live a life of value, and they have influence on the younger generation. But when this season is being taken for granted, and probably you're just centered on yourself, a body of water that refuses to flow out, that is not giving back, that is not giving to any other source, you see that such body of water is stagnant and it smells. Over time, it stinks. Everyone runs away from it. Such life becomes stagnated because you are not giving back to the society. You are just concerned about your progress, and now you've gotten to a point whereby you are achieving many things, yet you are not investing in others. You are not investing in the younger generation. We move to the last stage, integrity versus despair. And this is between the age of 65 and above. You see, at this stage of one's life, you are already retired. And it is now a life of reflection. It is the stage where the older generation reflects on how they have lived their life. If they had been of blessings to other people, if they have added value to other persons. And you see, the virtue in this age, in this stage, when managed well, is wisdom. That's why when you are looking for advice, it is okay, it is accepted that you go to the older generation because they are embodiment of experiences and you want to learn from them. So at this stage where the older generation, they reflect on their life, and it is either they are filled with sense of satisfaction, sense of fulfillment, that have been a blessing, that have added to many persons. Many persons are saying that because of so and so, I am where I am today. I have made it. I have gotten to this point because of so and so. And this feedback gives them sense of peace. They feel fulfilled. But you see, the other side of despair is when a man had neglected the major things that should have been done in the early stages of life. And now this stage will be full of regrets. this stage will be full of, had I known, I would have done it this way, because now they reflect back on their mistakes. They reflect back on their errors, and they can't even move the hand of time back to change a lot of things that have gone wrong. Imagine a grandma sitting outside for moonlight story with her children and grandchildren, and as she's relaying her life experiences with her young ones, there is this satisfaction that comes to her that, okay, these ones I've invested in them, and the sacrifices, the pain, the sleepless nights that was put in place to ensure of the proper nurturing of these ones, and not a waste of time. So the grandma feels fulfilled. For the older generation that were not intentional about the previous stages of their life, this is a season whereby they are full of regrets. They are full of, had I known, I would have done this better. I would have done well. Imagine a man that neglected his family, that was oblivious of how the children mature, that was oblivious of how they go to school, how they feed. Such man coming around when those children are now settled and they are already making progress in their lives, and is trying to cajole them or guilt trip the children which you neglected for many years into taking care of you. This season is a season whereby they have seen what they did wrong. They have reflected back on the things that they should have done better, and they are full of regrets. And this kind of adults can even be in that state of fear of death. You see, why we are touching this aspect of identity is that the onus of a man is tied to identity. The onus of maximizing life, the fact that you can fully maximize life, is tied to identity. Any aspect or any stage of identity that is faulty or that is being tampered with will tell. It might not be reflective as early as you think it will or it should, but it will definitely reflect. And as you journey through life, and I'm talking to everyone that you found yourself in at any different stage of this psychosocial development, please and please pay attention to make your life count. Pay attention to give your life the best. Do all that you need to do to ensure that you are coming into the fullness of who you are meant to be. Don't live life as a shadow of yourself. Don't live life because men are applauding you. Don't seek validation. You don't need the applause of men. What matters is that you connect with your inner self and you are aligned with what God will have you do. Dear listeners, we are handling this matter of identity because it's a burden in my heart to see many adults, grown-ups, who are still trying to find life, who are still trying to navigate life. I know that we can put blame on the foundation. I know that you can refer back to where you're coming from, that my parent didn't do this, but now you're an adult. How much are you putting into your daily life to ensure that your life counts? How much are you putting into your daily activities? Are you engaging yourself to ensure that your tomorrow is better than yesterday? I know they've made mistake, and I'm sorry for wrong parenting. I'm sorry you had to go through the pain living with a single mom. I'm sorry you had to live life without your father. Fathers, are you aware? You are the one that instill identity. Mothers as well. Speak words, affirming words, positive words into the life of your children. My pastor's wife shared something recently, and it stood out for me. She said her son would always ask the opinion of the younger brother, do you like this? And that one would just give one sarcastic response, like, I don't care. And that response will touch him to the core. And she had to change it and say, you are not putting on any dress for any person, anybody, any man. You are not doing this for anybody. You're doing it for yourself. And she said there was a day a scenario played out and the boy responded, the words she had been putting into his soul. And she said she felt so proud. She felt like, I'm a proud mom indeed. And this is how it should be. Mothers, learn to speak over your children. Speak positive words. I remember when we were much younger, my parents don't beat us. We were not raised being beaten. My mom does not even beat. She can pinch your life, but she does not beat. So we are used to not being beaten. Then we got to school that day. My colleagues were shouting, and my teacher decided to punish us. And as she was flogging my colleagues, I saw the way she was raising her hand to flog. I was so scared. I was already traumatized by just that sight. So I started peeing on my body. And my teacher moved close and said, Esther, which witchcraft group did you belong to? That word broke me. I was in primary 2. I remember the name of the teacher. And that word stayed with me until I opened up to my parents. And even my parents were so angry. They felt like arresting her. I'm sincere. Like they just felt like, what is this rubbish? Because in our own home, the home I grew up from, they speak positive words. They pray over us. And this is why I'm encouraging parents and even teachers. I don't know your occupation, but anywhere you find yourself, speak positive words to people. You are doing something to their soul. Can we be intentional about our souls? Can we be very intentional about everybody, how everybody feels? You are planting a seed by your words, by your actions, and it will bring forth fruit. So if we don't want bad children in the society, bad personalities in the society, then we have to start planting good seeds in our children, in our offspring, in the upcoming generation. We have to plant good seed, say the right word, bless them. I assure you, it is just like garbage in, garbage out. Gigo, what you give in, you get out. If you install positive words, install courage, boldness in the life of that your niece, your nephew, your children, what you will get back is strong identity, healthy identity. We can make the society a better place. Enough of men moving around that lack identity. Enough of women becoming a shadow of themselves because something in their core is lacking. The Lord bless us, and I look forward to hearing from you in the comment section. And if you realize that any aspect of the stages we've mentioned has really touched you because you notice that there is a lack that had played out during those stages in your life and you need help, do well to reach out to us on our email address, which will be projected. And also you can reach out to us under the comment section. You can reach out to us via our social media accounts. Thank you so much. God bless you. Do well to share with your loved ones. Have a wonderful day. Bye.